Welcome to the Bookgal and Friends Chat. We're going to be talking about the latest in book reviews, author interviews, and life. Come on in and join us. We're ready. Are you?
Hey everyone, this is your girl Scbookgal 843, and it is another Tuesday night. How was your week going? Woo, girl, and I understand y'all. It's been a week, and it's only Tuesday, but I'm good. I'm good, and I'm glad that you guys are good. So you know I'm here with another book and another author. Uh-oh. I know y'all heard that. I apologize. We're having a little technical difficulties, but we're gonna make it do what it do. So, gargoyles. Yeah, yeah. Females and gargoyles. That's where we are. And you know your girl. I don't know nothing about that gargoyle world. But she had me in that world. Because her cover, she said, "You don't see the little gargoyles? I didn't see the gargoyles. I thought they was just, she was sitting in a nice fancy chair, but they were gargoyles." So we're gonna have to talk to Miss Vera Brown about this. Let me get it correct. Vera T. Brown about this. Vera, come on up, girlie. Come on up, come on up, come on up to see. We got to talk about this. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here.
I'm because yes, me too. Because we gonna talk about this stuff, okay? Okay. But
Mhm.
before we go any further, please tell us a little bit about Vera T. Brown.
Well, let's see. I'm from the South. Proud of it. Proud of it. I'm a Navy veteran. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. A whole bunch of other sorts of hats that I have that get interchanged every second of the day. But at the end of the day, I'm a reader first. I love to read, and just so happens one day, out of the blue, I was like, yeah, let's. I mean, and I've always written short stories, and I mean, when I say short stories, I mean like flash fiction, like a few hundred words. And I was like, you know what? Let's see if we can flesh this out. Let's see if we can publish, and we'll take off something on my bucket list.
So let's go there. And I love the fact that you said that you're a reader. How important is it for authors to be readers?
um, I think it shows up in the writing.
Mm.
I mean, even though I have no formal training, and I'm not gonna say that my book is good. Hopefully, everyone thinks my book is good. I'm not gonna just come out there and claim it, but I'm not formally trained. I have never taken a creative writing class in my life, but you kind of pick up things as you read. I may not have a name for certain devices that I use in my writing, but I know how to use them, if that makes sense.
It does make sense. And the reason why I asked that question, because there's a lot of authors who are not readers. And I always want to ask, well, how do you keep up to date with what's going on? How do you keep up to date on the trends? So how do you keep like how that's like a chef not eating and tasting his food.
I will say, I'm not. My plan is not to keep up with trends with my writing. I'm just gonna write what comes to my head, what I see behind my eyes when I close them. You guys get to see my little internal movies, but you get to see them on paper in word form, and hopefully y'all like it. So I'm not writing the trends, and I don't
Mm,
read the trends either. I read what I want to read, and because there's some stuff out there that's really trendy, and I'm just like, I'm not really. That's not my jam. And that's how you end up. But that's how people end up with DNFs. If you don't know what you like to read, that's how you end up with DNFs by forcing yourself to read the things that you don't like to read. So,
That's true. And I have to admit that's true. And I love the fact that you are true to yourself and you stay to your lane. And then I love the fact that people who like to dip their fingers and stuff because you didn't know that you'll be
oh,
good at this until you try it.
look, I
But
just read one young lady. Her book, its title is Raven, and it's about pirates. Who would have known that I would like a book about pirates? And it is not my usual jam, but I was like, I'm gonna give it a try.
yes, and that's one of the things about where I work. I always have the opportunity to give it a chance. But there was just one drama, one genre I
Hmm.
am tired of. And I'm sorry to you people who may write in that genre. I'm not saying I'm not going to read it. All this lovey-dovey
Uh oh, I can't hear you.
all the lovey-dovey romance.
Hmm.
That's just, oh my God.
The lovey-dovey romance is good too. I see my girls there in the comments. Well, the two that have commented so far, they're not lovey-dovey romance. They're like somebody got to go.
And I actually have seen and heard of their books. Katrina Williams and
Mhm,
Arthur C. Winter. I have heard of their books. So
mhm.
thank you guys for joining us. And I've seen your titles. And I
I think
think
you've
both of
done.
y'all might have a book in my library system.
I think you've done an interview with Katrina already,
I
and
did. Hey Trina.
then see Winter. Oh my gosh, that lady, her pen is fire. She's always dropping fire.
You know,
I
I'm,
don't, if
I'm
you
gonna
haven't,
double check and make sure.
I would have never thought that I would like Christian fiction. She she definitely put me on the Christian fiction with Godly Connections. And then Katrina, when I tell you this woman is a writing beast, she is a writing beast. Like she'll say, "Hey, I got an idea for such and such and such," and then before close of business, she like, "All right, here's my book." Here we go.
That's what I'm talking about. Miss Winter, me and you need to chit chat because I have a lot of people coming to me and asking for Christian fiction. I put up a post, I want to say about a week ago, and people were wanting Christian fiction. I'm like, you know what? That genre has been muted for a good minute. So me and you gonna have to chit chat so I can get some of your books and put the feelers out there. So Winter, we gonna chit chat.
Hmm.
Um,
Hmm.
so
Now we do have a lover girl in the group. Her name is Shani Denise. She's currently on vacation, so I'm not sure if she'll get a chance to tune in. But that's our lover girl. That's our girl that does the lovey dovey. But she does lovey dovey in the Detroit way. So you gonna get a little hood in there and a little prose.
that's my type of book. Hey, uh, me and you will talk to Mashani. We gonna talk. 'Cause that's my type of book. Love him and kill him dead. That's what I'm talking. But then we can do some other things. Okay. See, Trish, you're veering off. Okay. Uh, so African Americans and gargoyles.
Hmm.
We haven't been in that world for a while.
That is true.
What made you want to go to that world?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna give all credit to Melody Lynch. She put out a challenge. She put out a challenge to the authors that are in her group, and we got some banging paranormal authors in that group. There's Tessa Stone, there's Melody Lynch, Marcia Black, Stevie O, and I know I'm missing people. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think of her author name. I know her handle on TikTok, but I can't think of her author name. Her last name is Bass. I can't think of her author name at the moment. But these ladies, so Melody Lynch put out a challenge. She was like, "Hey, let's do some monster series. Like everyone, like get your juices flowing. We're gonna do some monster challenges." And I haven't done the rest of the monster challenges, but with that one, I was like, gargoyles, I got it. I was already planning a mafia type thing. Let's put the gargoyles in there.
Oh. Yo, I love the fact that you have that creative circle. That is beautiful. How has that been such a blessing to you in your writing to have that creative circle?
Oh my gosh. So we got the ladies, C. Winter, Katrina Williams. Oh, and I see Angel in the comments, Angel the author. I have people to bounce ideas off of. I have people to be like, hey, am I tripping? Should I do this? Be like, hey, girl, I'm struggling. I need somebody to body double with me. Hey, you want to go live for a little bit, and we just gonna write. And then you got Melody Lynch, Tessa Stone, El Medeiros. They're always dropping author gems in their groups. So Melody Lynch, she likes to focus on like Amazon marketing, and then Tessa, she's always giving writing advice. Elle, she gives like emotional like I wouldn't say emotional support, but she's there to like cheer people on. Let me think. So that's one circle, and then you got my girls. They're the other circle, and then you got Angel the author and her people. They're my other circle. I got lots of circle, and then you got my OG circle was Katera Rune and Ari B. Cox. They have not published yet, but it's coming this year, and I'm so excited for their books that are coming out. That was my OG, my first circle. I just happened to message them like, hey, I saw you said you were trying to write a book. You wanna you wanna be writing buddies, pen sisters? And they said
Yo,
yeah.
that is mad crazy. I love every single part of it. And as a reader, I am here for every single part of it. Yes. Just to have that backing. And sometimes I tell independent authors who's come to me and it's like, look, I don't have the backing of anybody. I said, sometimes you got to create your circle,
Yep.
you
Don't be
know?
afraid to make your circle. Don't be afraid. Oh, and
Yeah,
then these ladies, they put me on to you have Specs and Book Recs. Those ladies, um Nat from Books and Blends. They put me on to so many people, and oh, and then Paige and Monet, she also does my covers as well as Pinterest Imani. Yeah, you just have to put yourself out there. Don't be scared.
yeah.
I mean, because what's the worst that's gonna happen? They say no.
Yeah. What's the worst that can happen? They say no. Okay, next. But that having that circle, I see that is beautiful. And then when your circle shows up for you, hi, all you ladies. I would love to interview all you ladies. If we don't do it live, we can do it pre-recording. I love the energy that you guys have. Now let's go to these gargoyles. Is it Shanty? How do
Shanty,
you
Shanty.
Shanty?
Well, I say Shanty. Yeah,
Shanty. Why she gotta be so mean, man?
she's not mean.
She's mean.
Uh, so I was speaking to some other ladies. They were like, "Shanti need to, loosen up." And I was like, "She can't. She gotta wear the crown. She can't loosen up." But that also puts us into that what is it? That strong black woman trope, or the superwoman trope, or the superwoman stereotype. But
You right.
she out here running. She running a whole territory. So she can't let them see her fold.
You know you got me, and not bad trees because you are correct. Why can't an African American, and she is African American? Please tell me a character is African American.
I don't think I have any characters in the book that aren't.
Okay, I should have not done that. I should have thought about it because you know how they would say uh, an African American woman cannot be she can't be gentle, but she always has to be strong. And the fact that I threw off on her, but she's strong, but she is very like I am woman, hear me roar is the vibe that I was getting from her. Am I correct?
Yes. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. So I want to ask you this question because that how did and this is going to be like that's the silliest question in America. I don't hear a lot of shanty. Chanti. I do look into the little things like that.
Hmm.
Was there a reason why you spelled her name like that, or was there a reason why you gave her that name, or that's just a name that came up to you?
So her full name is Chantel. And
Okay.
so I was like, yeah, she's Chantel when she got the crown on, but what did her sisters call her? And so that's how I came up with Shanti. Um, and Chantel just came to me because I was like, this sounds regal to me, Chantel. That sounds regal. That sounds, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna just leave it at regal. It sounds regal. So I was like, let's go with Chantel, and then her sisters need to have a nickname for her. So actually, all of them have nicknames. Because there's like a moment in the book where Shanti calls Trinice Nisi, and then Lorraine doesn't really have a nickname amongst her sisters, but her love interest calls her Lori.
So how important is sisterhood in this book?
Oh, is everything. And I'm an only child, so this is what I imagine sisterhood is. So yeah, this is all about their bond and how they work together.
Okay. So in your synopsis, you didn't say anything about the brothers.
No, I did not. I did not.
Why? I want to
Because
know about the men.
they were not the focus.
Cause
They're,
I was
they're
like,
little candy along the way.
damn, where is the mensum? Oh my god, that's female power. I need some. Sorry, I had to catch myself for a second.
But and you know what? The male character that I gravitated towards most was Eli, and I had a chapter of his story written before I even started Boss. So I put him in here. Um, but everyone's been gravitating towards Kyle.
So if no, I'm gonna leave that question. No, I'm gonna ask it. If you had to choose one of them,
Mm-hmm.
who would you choose and why?
Mm. To be honest with you, I'd have to go with Kyle. Yeah. But
Why?
I mean, Eli ain't my type. Like, well, okay, if you saw the character images, Eli is my type. However, comma, personality wise and how he carries himself, I would go with Kyle.
Okay. Okay. So I know earlier we talked about
I'm sorry,
yeah,
I
you
from Gatera. Shanti has the BDE without the D.
oh wow. So I need you to think of your three favorite female characters in the book. Just three.
Well, I mean, I
You
got
got them
three.
up here?
Yeah,
All
I mean,
right.
the three characters you see on the cover.
I know. Like I'm gonna add other people. So,
But yes.
Lifetime called. They say, okay, you know what? We love this book, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And we need a girl group to represent the sisters in this book. And oh, by the way, these are your fun questions. I told you they were coming. What female group would represent these sisters, and
Mm-hmm.
why did you choose that group?
Mm-hmm. Um, I'm gonna have to go with
I don't know who I would go with.
TLC.
TLC? Okay,
Yeah.
why TLC?
So I could definitely see T Wise as Shanti. I
Hmm.
see um I see Trinice is left eye. I don't know. That last one though, that C, I don't know. I don't see her as Lorraine. Let me go back to the drawing board. So maybe not TLC because I was leaning I was like, what about Total? No, not Total. What about Escape? I guess we could go Escape. Yeah.
Escape.
And we choose
Okay.
Tiny. Um oh my gosh. Why am I Candy and what was the one that left? Was that Tasha?
I think that was Tasha.
Tasha.
No, yeah, that was Tasha. Well, Winter says Destiny's Child.
Okay. You know, I could see that too. I could see that too.
All right, so we got okay. So which one you want to go with, Destiny Child or
Go with
Escape?
Destiny Child. Let's go with Destiny's Child.
All right, Destiny Child's at the table, and they say, you know what, we're gonna do this. Oh, somebody else said SWV.
I considered SWV and I was like, I don't know. Mm. They were a little too put together.
I know they were. Oh God, they were terrible.
These
Everybody
girls
else is
together
SWV.
too.
Ooh, cut clothes.
Mm.
I like the. Oh yeah, that was him. Oh, now y'all about to make me go back and listen to all the girl groups. That
I'm gonna
might
go
be
with
my playlist tonight.
I'm
So
gonna go with Destiny's Child.
Destiny Child's at the table. They said, "Oh my God, we would love to do this movie of your book." All right. So who's going to play what character? Because they need to know who they're reading for.
Hmm.
So we got Beyonce.
Hmm. Of
Who
course,
is she?
she's gonna be Shanti. Hmm. Hmm.
All right. We got Kelly.
Kelly. Would she be Tradisa? Would she be Lorraine? I'm gonna switch that up. No, Kelly would be Shanti. I can see Kelly as Shanti, and then
And so,
Michelle would be Lorraine, and Beyonce would be Trinice.
all right. They cool. They said, all right. They said, but we want to use one of our songs as the title track for the movie. Which one
Oh,
of their songs would represent your book? Oh, you
uh,
thought this was going to be easy. So when you
uh,
think Boss, Blood of the Stone Sovereigns, what song comes to your mind by Destiny
Survivor,
Child?
Survivor. I'm a
Oh,
survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. That's what comes to mind because they don't really have any like you know like
yeah,
and they don't have any like hard songs. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm thinking they don't.
mm-mm.
Destiny Child, y'all sad. Most of y'all songs is about breaking up and
That
oh my
is really
god,
the most aggressive song that they got.
that is so true. I'm thinking, oh, y'all some sad woman. Oh,
um,
they did have independent. All the women.
I
But
thought about that and I was like, no,
mm,
mm-mm.
that's too cheesy.
That was too bubblegummy. That was commercial. No.
The Charlie's Angel song, yeah, yeah. They really were a pop group. They
Yeah.
really wasn't R&B soul.
Um,
I'm just realizing that. Ooh, thank
and
God.
then, ooh, you know what? How they dealt with the men. Can you keep up, baby boy? Made me lose my breath.
I thought that was the most corniest video. Like, it
Man,
didn't make sense to me. I'm like, why y'all in the
Michelle,
street dancing?
video. Yeah, the video was kind of corny.
Sorry. Okay, so we got Destiny Child is there, and we got what song did we say? Um,
Survivor and that was it, lose my breath.
Savannah, lose my breath. Now Ned said, you know what? We love it. We love it. We got y'all three. We have the song, but you know what? We want somebody else to co-author with you. Who would you give that honor to
Oh,
co-author with you? But it has to be the person that you admire the most. And when your book comes out, they are the first person you're like, look, it's out. Ah! They are the biggest person on your cheerleading squad. And if you cannot choose one person, I will give you five.
ooh,
Who would
okay.
it be?
Oh gosh. I got a huge circle. And
Okay, well then let's run them all down. We'll take them all. Let's run them all.
oh gosh.
Okay, well let's stop
We
there.
have not
Let's
met.
change the question.
Okay, all right, all right.
It is premiere night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you want all of your A1s, all of your support staff, everybody who has had your back there. Okay, who all would come, and what color are they required to wear?
Hmm. Well, hmm. Oh, so everybody gets their own color, or everybody wearing the same color, or it doesn't matter.
You know what? That would be unique. But which one would you like to do? The color will represent you if you choose one color,
Okay.
or the color will represent them and their personality. This is the
Mm.
first time I ever done this question, y'all. This question is like off the top of my head.
Okay. Okay. So, oh, you know, we don't do the one that represent me because that's gonna be hard.
Okay.
I don't think there's enough colors in my vocabulary.
All right. You have your red carpet. Go ahead and call everybody up so they can get their picture taken.
So we're gonna be a purple. That's my favorite color.
All
Um,
right.
in the blue, but we'll go with purple. So I can only choose five. No, or you said
Well,
every,
you could choose your circle. So,
oh,
in other
okay.
words, who would you like to say thank you to?
Katera Room, Ivy Cox, C. Winter, Katrina Williams, A. Denise, Paige and Monet, Starlight. If you have not read a Starlight book, whoo, get your Starlight book. Um,
Let me
yes,
write that one down.
and she is hilarious. Y'all would cut up. I already know it. Let me see. Who did I miss?
She
Did
said,
I say
start
Shiny?
right.
Shiny Denise.
You know
Uh,
what? I'm going to just catch the replay. Go ahead.
um, and we got who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Oh, Angel the author. Duh, no brainer. Um, uh, and you know, and then there are people that hold like in the stratosphere, like Tessa Stone, Melody Lynch, El Medeiros, A. Lewis. You got the Space and Book Greats gals. You got Nat from Books and Blends, and you know, all of them, all of them, all the peoples.
If you could say anything to your readers, your new readers, the readers who you're going to attain after the show, if you could say anything to them, what would you say?
This is just the beginning.
Girl, did she just whole mic drop with 5 words? Yes, I did count the words you got. This is just the beginning. 5 words. She did a whole mic drop. Caught me off guard because most people go, "Da-da-da-da." She said, this is just the beginning. Like, yo, know me, get to know me, been know me, follow me. You go, girl. You go. Hold on. Okay, Lifetime came back. Oh, I gotta answer that question? Okay. Lifetime said they love your book. The movie went well. All y'all pictures look good at the red carpet. but now they want to do a movie about
Oh.
you being an author. Oh, okay. Who would you give the honor of playing you in your biopic and why?
That's a good question. mm, can y'all help me out? I don't know.
She said, I don't know.
Dana Owens. Dana Owens.
Dana Owens. Who's Dana Owens?
Queen Latifah.
Okay, because I'm sitting up be like, boy, that name sounds familiar. Okay, I was just looking at the Equalizer today. Do y'all know they got a whole Roku channel on the Equalizer? That's
I know.
crazy. But I was sitting up watching it. So, why the Queen herself?
um, I've always loved Queen Latifah. Anytime I saw her on something, okay, y'all ready? Shut up. It's her part. Shh, 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 be quiet. you know. So, and then I actually, so like I said, I was a Navy veteran, and well, I am a Navy veteran. My first ship. Towards the end of my tour, I had an LDO. I forgot what position he was, but he was one of the few black officers that we had, especially in the technology field. And one day we were on watch, and he was like, "Come here, Dana Owens," and I just bust out laughing. But if not Dana Owens, if not Queen Latifah, then Lady of Rage.
Ooh, I
I'm
rock rock this stuff with
loving
my Afro puff. Word. On with your past. I wonder where she is right now.
She did. She just did a biopic for Miss Cleo. Call me now.
Stop, hey, stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You telling me? You telling me there's a biopic for Miss Cleo?
There is. There is. Now I don't know if
There.
it's been released. I remember seeing the headline that it was getting done, and she was playing Miss Cleo, and I was like, I'm watching it. I'm watching it.
So
I've been
you
Miss
mean
Cleo several times for Halloween.
just call me now? The one, the psychic that used to be on at night, they literally did a biopic. Who had money to spend?
I would you not watch it? Would
I
you not?
really do want to watch it because
What?
I just want to know why. it's one of those. It's one of those movies like you see the train. You see the train on the track. You know it's going to hit, but you just can't stop moving. It just seems like it's going to be one of those a biopic from us. Who? Eh, somebody said Vera with the accent.
That's about the only thing I can do with an island accent. That's about it.
Somebody said they seen that Miss Cleo. Oh my goodness! Now I'm gonna be up here trying to find it tonight.
Okay.
Anybody in the audience, y'all know where it is? Like, is it on Lifetime? Oh, she said it was a trip.
I think it
Oh
might
my
be on.
goodness. Is it on Lifetime? Well, I don't have BET Plus. Well, I don't think nobody has it now. I think it's all in Paramount now. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to find that.
I
Okay.
think-
But back to Queen Latifah. I have to admit, there has not been a movie of hers that I have not enjoyed. I have
Same.
enjoyed almost every single movie she's done. I
Mhm.
wish they would do a girls' trip too, but I don't know which angle they would come from because I think they kind of
Look,
sealed every
I even like Taxi. Was it? I think it was just
taxi
Taxi, right?
was it's taxi. That was hilarious. But he kept on singing that this is me, this is me, and he was that was hilarious. I love that movie. Um, Before we leave tonight, we need the rundown because We want to be there for all your mic drop moments. So, can you tell us um, your social media contact,
Mm-hmm.
any events? Because I do have some upcoming authors events that you will be at. I
Mm-hmm.
will put that at the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
And I'm going to say I'm so mad at you because you got tickets to the Black Romance Book Festival. I'm not a fan of romance, but that many authors in one area. Excuse me, I know somebody writes erotica, and I was gonna go to their table, but you,
Oh, look. And some
oh,
good in my circle.
I am so. When I saw that, I said, "Oh, I should just find her ticketed ticket." But give us the rundown. Give us your social media where we can get your books, what you're going to be up to. Just give us the rundown.
Let me see. Let me see. So, sorry. So, my social media handles are will be in all of my books. um, so majority of them are Verity Brown. So Facebook is Verity Brown Writes, Instagram Verity Brown, TikTok Vera.T.Brown, and fan base is Vera.T.Brown. Yeah.
All
So
right. Can you
it's variations.
tell us where we can purchase your books, where
Mhm.
everything can be at?
So you can purchase my books from my website, www.veritybrown.net. I'm also available on KU. Um, but if you really want to support, go to that veritybrown.net.
You know what, authors, readers, that's true. If you really want to support an author, a lot of times buy the books from their website and then go follow them on
Mhm.
Kindle. I know we want to leave reviews, but we still have Goodreads. We still have other platforms where we can read them in. And if you're a Kindle Unlimited person, go ahead and drop your reviews. But I am trying this year to go to the author's website if they have websites. So Amazon don't get all the money that I'm hearing that they're doing. Shame on you, Amazon. But follow these authors. So, I had fun with you tonight, right?
Yay!
I really do thank you for joining me. And when your next book drops, come back. If not, send me the message so I can share out to everybody. Miss
Well,
Mike Drop herself has dropped another book, and we will be there to support you, girlie.
all right.
Thank you for being with us tonight.
Hey, and if anyone is out in the streets during these book events, I'm going to be at BRBF. I'm going to be at Smut Lovers in Orlando. And then in 2027, I'm going to be at the Haunted Mansion Fantasy Ball in Savannah and Books in the Boot in Shreveport, Louisiana.
So, y'all know we have so many authors events, so many book conventions. Like, I've never seen that many before in my
Mm-hmm.
life. As long as I've known, I've never known to have so many conventions of book. And then on top of that, let's put the icing on the cake, African American books. And
Yes.
they say we don't read. Yeah, we do. We just don't read that James Patterson and stuff like that. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. No, I'm sorry, just can't do. But y'all make sure y'all go out and y'all support these authors. Thank you for being with me tonight, girlie.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I had so much fun.
Thank you. So, you guys, look, it's another Tuesday night in the books, but I cannot leave without telling you guys all the promotions that we have for authors, okay? So, remember I told you about the Times Square? Here is your chance to have your book on Times Square, okay? $50 will have your book on the billboard every 6 of the hour. 12:06, 1:06, 2:06, 3:06 of the hour, your book will be on that big, beautiful Times Square billboard on Saturdays. Okay. Currently, We are booked up this Saturday, next Saturday. I think our openings now are in the middle of May. Yes, in the middle of May. But if you want more information, hit me up. Let me know. You have my email at the bottom so you can get your book and your brand out there, okay? Also, the states are back, my friends. Representing the state, represent your states and the 5 territories. And we are already getting states taken. Like, think about it. Michigan is gone. Michigan, poof, gone. Okay? So, if you want to represent Detroit, sorry, can't do that one. Somebody has already grabbed that. And I got 2 other states that was talking to me today. One is South Carolina, and another one is Georgia. Okay, so this promotion right here, you will get a 1 page feature in Aspiring Authors Magazine, a pre recorded interview with me, and we're going to give you promotional materials for $36 a guy. This is the way for you to get your book out to readers across the world. We have readers all over. Aspiring Authors Magazine is published once a month. Okay, I do the book review section. I shout out books. I will look at a genre and pick a topic that I would like to talk about. I'll talk about the topic and give you book recommendations. Then, on top of those book recommendations, I have a review section where I review a book and is actually put inside the magazine. And then there's an author interview. There's a certain author who's going to be interviewed, or she doesn't quite know. But I think I should just say you might know who that author is, okay, you guys? She's going to be in the April's magazine. Hmm. Who will she be? Who will she be? Now, the next thing we have going up is the book reviews and interviews. So, right now, you guys, I am actually booked up for the month of May. I will open up in May 15th for June, July, and August. If you are an author and you are afraid of being online on a live interview, that is totally understandable. What we will do is we could do a pre recorded interview. Okay. And with that pre recorded interview, you will talk about your book and everything else there is to know. Okay. So if you have any question about any of the features that we have here for Scbookgal and Friends Inspiring Authors Magazine, hit me up on my email, which is scbookgalsandfriends@gmail.com. Again, thank you guys for being with me on another Tuesday night. Make sure you join me next week as we talk to author Almighty in his book about Black single mothers. It's another week. Remember, there's no such thing as an old book because not everybody has read every book. Good night, you guys. Bye.